Neptune in Pisces, which we've had for the last, 14 years, has really kind of undergone this idealism, which, I see Neptune as this yearning for us to connect with something greater. And that's one of the reasons why, of all the planets, Neptune is probably the most spiritual, so to speak, of them all, because it connects us with that universal, or, God sort of a platform and plug in. So I feel Neptune, which he went into Aries and then retrograded back into Pisces. When a planet normally does that and retrogrades back into a sign, it's almost like it's gone back to finish off, to just do the last bit of clearing. And Neptune in Pisces was really about our our yearning as a collective people, how we were connecting with the collective, with God, with spirit, being more sympathetic towards each other, being more helpful. You mentioned earlier on about the healing. Neptune in Pisces is really about that healing those wounds, things that we may have done, tapping into areas where we can forgive others, where we can understand others. We've seen, during that time, of course, we've seen wars and catastrophes happen where the world has had to come together as one and help each other out and, tap into, understand how to be compassionate towards other people, towards other fellow people. And this is what that Neptune in Pisces is about. So Neptune having retrograde is sort of like saying, right, take a last look out of how compassionate, what needs healing in your life, what can be better in your life, what can connect you to a greater universe, a wider universe in many levels. And this is what a Neptune retrograde essentially is, being at that last degree, is telling us, is urging us like to just do the last bit of tidying up and cleaning up and just going back on things that, was that, that person that you thought you forgave, did you really forgive them? That place where you're holding on to hurt or pain, is it something that you've really gone over and replenished and cleansed, and so that you can now start moving forward? And this is what Neptune in Pisces essentially is about before he then goes into Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So again, Neptune is really showing us a huge ending and a new beginning in a sense. Yeah, we're getting a wave of a new beginning.